Still waiting on that heifer, Julio. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. You're cool. And fuck you, I'm out.
Hell yeah, and that's how we start off tonight's show. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. I'm Nostradamus. With me is the beautiful, lovely Scarlett.
Hi, y'all.
Yes, and also with me is my fucking brother from another mother, the cracker Nostradamus. Andy from Triple Threat. How you doing, Andy?
I'm doing lovely. How is everybody out there?
No one cares.
No one cares.
No one cares. Oh, come on. Stop booing it.
Ah, here we go again with
Stop. Hey, stop it. All right. So, we're here once again. This is another week. Last week I was not available because I was at Wizard World Chicago Comic-Con, right? That's how you call it? And, Andy, have you ever been to a comic convention?
You know, it's funny you should ask because this year we are going, actually in 2 weeks, we are going to our very first con, Wizard World down in Richmond, Virginia. And me, Jody, Joel, and Adrian are all going, and we're looking very, very forward to it. It should be a blast.
Nice. Have fun. It's fun. Are you going for more than one day or just one day?
We're going for the whole weekend. We'll be there for the whole weekend.
Really nice.
Oh, well, must be nice. How much were the tickets for that?
Actually, the tickets were only $75 for the whole weekend.
Nice. We pay like $100 if we go for a whole weekend.
Ah, damn.
It's very... We didn't even get to do a whole weekend. We got to do one day because the whole weekend was sold out, number one.
Right.
And the days separate were just expensive as shit. 2 days would have been the whole weekend.
Yeah, we're going down Friday morning and then heading back Sunday. We're pretty excited. Batista's going to be there, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, Adam West, Burt Ward, a bunch of people from The Walking Dead, Jason David Frank. It should be pretty awesome.
Definitely have to meet JDF.
I think we're going to have to.
Yeah, you definitely have to because, one, he's the cheapest. And two, he is the nicest. Because seeing celebrities can be a bitch. There's too much protection. You're right? There's too much protection around them and bullshit. I don't know, man. It's like you can't even take a picture unless you're there to actually take a picture and pay for it. But with him, it's cool and he's cheap and he's actually very friendly. He actually goes out into the crowd and he interacts. So that's one thing that's great about JD. Damn it, Tommy from Power Rangers. That's one thing that's great from him. Jason
David Frank.
I know, but I try to say the JDF and I feel like I'm messing up every time.
You got to be cool and you got to abbreviate and you're just making yourself look like an ass. Stop it.
Shut up. I bet you're enjoying it, though.
Well, yeah, a little bit.
Yeah. Everybody give a round of applause to Andy from Triple Threat. Oh, man. But yeah, definitely, guys, have a great time. Don't dress up your first time.
Yeah, we've already decided that we want to be comfortable, so we're probably not going to dress up.
Yeah, don't. But definitely do in the future. It's going to be fun because it's nothing like the first experience. Our first con was a little small anime convention, but you know these big ones are real good, and you're lucky because it's cheap. Us, it gets more expensive every year for us. It's just ridiculous now. The cheapest one now is the actual one from Chicago by them. That came from here, made here, was the C2E2. That's cheap. And there's more and more. Like there's another one. There's another new one called Sci-Fi that's gonna happen here next year. I don't know. We want to check it out. Something small is always good because it's cheap and it won't be so crazy, and you get to enjoy more. Definitely have fun and definitely record it. I know you guys are gonna record.
Oh yeah. We're gonna probably film, each day and hopefully try to film some skits and stuff while we're down there. And David Della Rocco is going to be there from the Boondock Saints, who played Rocco played himself essentially, and he's you were talking about Jason David Frank being cheap. It looks like he's pretty cheap too, and I'm hoping maybe if we slip him like $50, he might actually be in a video with us.
Hey, if you do that, that'll be awesome, and I'll hate you at the same time. So just let you know, there might be an enemy after the end of that video.
Oh, well, we'll see what happens.
There might be death too after the end of that video. Yours. But speaking of YouTube, let's continue our conversations. The last time it was just the struggles of being a YouTuber, and this is still a struggle of being a YouTuber, but now it's more of just how pissed off we are of being YouTubers. I
was gonna say this is gonna be the angry version.
This is really angry, and if I offend anybody, I'm very sorry. I'm trying not to be, but I'm gonna let you understand my frustrations. Slight frustration.
And if I offend anybody, fuck you.
Yes, thank you. Basically, it's the thing on YouTube is you got to find your niche. That one thing. Everybody got that one thing. There's that pew pew die die whatever guy. He has a niche. I don't get it, but he gets a lot of freaking views and money. I heard he's like the most expensive YouTuber right now or something like that.
Oh, PewDiePie. That's who you're talking about.
Yeah.
Okay. I was like, who are you talking about? But you're talking about PewDiePie. Gotcha.
I call him pew pew die die.
Well, yeah. And the thing about that guy, if you've ever seen any of his videos where he does his niche, as you talk about, he's one of the most annoying, just awful things you've ever seen in your life. I do give props to the guy though, because I think he knows that that's all bullshit. But apparently, a lot of the money that he makes from YouTube, he donates a lot of it to charity. So big ups to him for that. But his videos are still horrible, and God knows why so many people are in love with him. And it makes no sense whatsoever.
None. I don't get it. But big ups to that guy. Keep doing your thing. Everybody finds their niche, and then it's hard to lose that niche. My niche is, and this shit doesn't happen to everybody, but it's like your first fucking video is my niche. The only other person I could think about that is maybe the what's that girl? Damn it. Come on, she's the one that's fuck. I got a brain fart. Like, Andy, help me out here.
I can't help you. You're not giving me anything to work with. I don't know what you're saying.
She's the one, the overly attached girlfriend. There you go.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah, that girl.
Lena, whatever.
Something.
Yeah, her name is like Lena or something. Real cute. I eat it. She made that one video and it was a hit, and then she just kept going on with it. She's still doing good, but I wonder if she still has that trouble of like trying to match that, because she'll go to that. She keeps going on with that, but then she try to do something else. But I think she's doing well. And then us, we did the Juggernaut bitch, and that was our niche from day one, and then we just kept going on with it. But what I don't get is that people don't understand that we were shut down because of it, Like, that was our niche, and we were good, but we got shut down, and times changed that we can continue to do that. And even I, after a while, was getting tired of just doing that. I actually wanted to do sketch videos and whatnot, do actually real videos. And then I still do it. I don't knock it down. I don't take it out. I don't say we'll never do anything. I still have done it. After all these years, there's a fucking parody being dropped somewhere as a big thank you, because we love doing it too. I don't take it out. I'm trying to think of some big star who would do something and then they'll come back to that character because people love it, And I'm getting a lot like lately, just backlash for like, oh, now you guys doing this Patreon thing. You have the parody there, and
Yeah. Tell everybody what has got you pissed off with this situation. Let them know. Let's get down to brass tacks.
Somebody, a dude from YouTube, a YouTuber himself, created this site called Patreon to help YouTubers, because you don't make money from that thing unless you're very, very fucking lucky and successful. So you are actually getting supported by the people who view your videos. Now, the videos are free, but you're just supporting it, and then from the creators' decision, they decide what video you guys support, and what money goes to them. That's it. From that, you get rewards. All right, so I wanted to try it out. I was like, all right, I have some cool fans. Maybe they'll support us. And I try to freaking emphasize about just $1, because if we got like 14,000 subscribers. $1 from each person will give us 14,000 a video. We'd be good. We'll be able to freaking help ourselves and make better videos. Because from day one, I always wanted to do this as my thing, as a career, as what I live to do. It'll be great. And I figure a good way for people to get there was to give them a real good reward, and that's a parody. And they get to see it first. It's not like it was going to be there forever. It's just they get to see it first. So I decided the days of future past, I made it so you just have to donate $1. Just support us with $1 per Patreon supported video, and you get the link to the freaking video, get to see it. Have a good day. You get to see it before everybody else. You get bragging rights. Then I drop it. It's been a long while. It hasn't been dropped yet because I don't want to drop it without having the second one done. People need to understand that it's harder to do things these days. We all have separate lives. There's so much time being spent doing other stuff. I'm not going to do it without having to do it. I did the first one, and I did it like at the best I could, and even having to miss like some people. And the second one, I don't want to do that. I want to make it right. I want to make it perfect. But I put up a Max Payne video. I spent my whole night doing it. It was good. I mean, I freaking gave up rest. I put it up. At the end of the video is a trailer to the Patreon, because I know there's other people that probably don't know, and just remind them, whatever. Hey, just $1, blah blah blah. But next thing you know, I see comments like, "Oh, I'm subscribing. You guys are not really that great without the parody." Blah blah blah. The same thing I always see. I'm surprised there's no "Where's Randy?" And it frustrates a creator.
It's still early. It's still early.
Still early. It frustrates a creator who can't fall off of that niche. And I don't hate the Juggernaut bitch. I love it to death. It's my baby, and everything. Every other parody I've done, I love doing parodies. I want to do more. I'm excited to do the second half of Days of Future Past. Really excited for that one. But people need to understand that, I don't know. It just frustrated me, and it's like I'm trying to find a new niche, or losing a niche, or having people remember the niche, but I don't know, Andy. It was just frustrating.
I think your frustrations are completely valid, and not on this exact same type of scale, but I get frustrated very easily as well with with our YouTube thing. But I think what the biggest problem, I think, and just to point it out for those that if people are listening, I'm going to defend your Patreon account here for just a second, so give me a minute. For those of you who are listening, like, he's not there in no way, shape, or form is My Way Entertainment saying that you have to pay to watch their videos. No way, shape, or form. If that were the case, I would have dropped this motherfucker from the get-go. All right? I ain't got money. I can't even afford my own videos. How am I going to pay to watch his? All right? So, no, he's not asking that. Nobody's asking that for My Way. This is an awesome way for people out there, like the viewers, to support the people on YouTube that they enjoy watching, to give them a little something extra so they can put out better videos, have better equipment, do anything you need that extra little bit of cash for. And the only thing that there's no negative from it. Like, people can't sit there and say, oh, well, now I've got to pay to watch your videos. No, you don't. No, you absolutely do not. You don't have to pay to watch their videos because you guys are still putting them out on YouTube for free. You're just simply saying, hey, if you would like to donate something, guess what? You get some perks with it. So you are not losing anything from My Way Entertainment having a Patreon account, or from anyone having a Patreon account. We may end up getting one day. Probably not, because we don't have enough viewers to even justify it at this point. But we may. And if we do, I'm going to tell those people the same thing when they comment and say that, they're unsubscribing from us or whatever. You are not losing a damn thing by this Patreon account being there. If you help with it, if you donate, even if it's just $1, then you gain. But you are not losing anything. So people, calm down. YouTube is still free. My Way Entertainment's still free. Calm down. And just,
I think the biggest frustration is...
I'm angry now. I'm angry now.
The biggest frustration
I'm usually the happiest guy in the world, and this is making me angry.
The fact that they, there's a parody there, and they have to pay $1 to see it was frustrating, because that's what people really want. And I get it, but that's why I feel like it'll be the best reward. Because I could have put, like, okay, here's a behind-the-scene kind of video, or there could have been this and this and that, and I felt nobody would have cared. I used something that I felt would attract them to want to support us. And what better reward than a fresh new parody before it goes public?
Right. And I think another problem, too, is, like you're saying with this whole niche thing, is that, and bravo for having a niche, by the way. Triple Threat Products doesn't even have a niche.
I think you guys have a niche. I just don't. People don't see it, and we have a niche. We don't use it as much, and that niche I know is me and the guys together, just anything together. That was a niche. Ask My Ways, Shiz News, video blogs, parodies. All these things are reporting because we were together, basically having fun, joking around. All right. That was the niche. Now, when it's a video just me, or just a video and just me and, say, LP, it's not as much as a niche, because it's not more of us. There's not more just that friendly vibe, that funny vibe. I don't know. And then it's harder for me to do all the other stuff, because all my time is consumed with work.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think, like you say, I think a lot of people would say that your niche is the parodies, because that's what you guys started off with the Juggernaut Bitch and Power Rangers and so on and so forth. And what my point was going to be to that is that people don't like change. People are afraid of change and don't want to see. They want stuff they're comfortable with. And when you guys first came out and you did the Juggernaut Bitch, which everybody. Which I didn't like. I was about to say everybody loved except me, which we talked about last time. But, everybody loved that. Everybody got behind that. And then you guys kept putting stuff out like that. And people really latched onto that. But then it's like when you try to do something new, it almost, I don't want to say it scares people, but it's unfamiliar. So they're like, this isn't what I'm used to. I don't like this. And that's what gets frustrating a lot too, is when you're an entertainer or an artist or anything like that, you want to branch out and you don't want to keep doing the same thing over and over again, because it gets boring. I mean, it really does. It gets boring, and you're not doing yourself any good by doing the same old thing and staying in your comfort zone. You have to branch out as an artist and try new things. And when those people, don't respond well to that, it gets very frustrating. And I don't know about you, but me personally, I have a bad tendency to take it very personally and be like, then, well, oh God, I must be terrible at this if people aren't liking this and want me to go back to doing it the old way.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess it's hard not to take that personal, but you can, just because maybe people aren't liking it because it's not what they're used to, and it may not have anything to do with your content. It's just people, like I said, do not like change. And change is a good thing, folks. I mean, evolution, you have to evolve. It's like change is the only constant. So get used to it.
Why can't I get more, hey, do officium, forget all this other bullshit?
I've been telling you to do officium. I need work.
I need a gig. That's true. That is true. So yeah. And then I tried I saw the YouTubers have separate accounts. So I decided, okay, let me put the Game Edition somewhere and Ask My Way somewhere, and then have my own account. I did my own because I realized I couldn't be making videos with these other guys. I couldn't depend on them all the time, so I'll just make videos on my own. See how that goes. So Nest IP went pretty well for that time period when I had time to actually focus on it and do one every Monday. Game Editions still involve the other guys, but we still drop them here and there. And the Ask My Ways was alright, but I felt like I should put it back on the on the My Way page. But in the end, I should have just kept it all on the one freaking channel, because it is kind of frustrating, and people do kind of lose out because I feel like no one's paying attention to these. But if I kept them over there, they probably would have paid attention.
And there are so many, like you were saying earlier, there are so many YouTubers out there that, are that's their job is to make YouTube videos, and they have like 8 different channels, and each of them have over hundreds of thousands of subscribers, and they're able to keep up with it, and put new videos out on all of these channels like all the time, and it's. I'm sure when you're getting paid to do it, it's much easier. But for for people like you and I who are just doing this in our free time and doing it because it's our passion, not because we have 9-to-5 jobs. We have day jobs that we unfortunately have to do. But me personally, if I didn't have an outlet like YouTube to put my creativity towards, I would
be a
go
serial
nuts.
killer. I know. I understand.
Absolutely,
I understand, because
you
fit the criteria. Common serial killers are, white Caucasian males.
Right, and we all look alike.
You all look alike. You live in some small town in the middle of nowhere.
The last person you would expect.
Exactly. The one everybody's cool with and likes and never see it coming.
Right.
And
right.
They'll totally be you, Andy.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I'm glad you're doing YouTube.
Yeah, because it's just that's what YouTube is a wonderful thing, and it's also a horrible thing because it causes so much joy, sometimes, but also so much pain other times.
It does,
and it's crazy because, like I say, you have to have that outlet to share your creativity with the world, and not everybody's going to enjoy it, but for those people that do, man, it means the world to you. And I'm speaking personally here, just because I know, I have a bad problem of focusing on the negative, and a lot of times if I see one comment that's negative, I'll focus on that, but then every now and then that one comment comes along where someone says, "This just brightened my day. Oh my God, I laughed so hard. I look forward to your videos." Just stuff like that. It really, really makes this whole thing worthwhile. And those people out there who do that, you are why we continue to do this.
Mm-hmm.
is for you people that enjoy it, and it makes your day, and that still amazes me when I see comments like that. Oh my God, I made somebody's day by acting like an idiot on the internet. I mean, you can't beat that. I mean,
No.
you really, really can't beat that.
That's how it should be. And I'm very thankful for the cybergoons that are like, they're 100% support everything that I decide to do, every direction I decide to go. I mean, very much from the bottom of my heart, like, I try to focus on them the most. And I don't want to say day one, but there was this moment when I wanted to, like, I guess, revamp, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And not just revamp my videos, but also revamp my audience. I want to gain, I mean, nothing's better than gaining new people, new audience and whatnot. So maybe at this point where I lose maybe 5, I'll gain 20, you know, or something like that. It's just somebody out there is going to see our videos and be like, oh, and then they become fans, and then they'll bring in more, and blah, blah, blah. Because our content is going to change, always. Our content is going to change. My content changes. My content changed over the years, and, you know, when we dropped Officium, people saw another side of us, like, whoa, this is good. This is professional. This is deep. And that's the kind of stuff I want to do. That was always the kind of stuff I wanted to do.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still waiting for you to run naked.
What?
Yeah. That's the video I want. Andy, when are you going to streak?
Wow, this podcast just took a turn I wasn't expecting. I'd say you can expect it probably by the end of 2016. Let's go ahead and put a date on it.
Cool.
The streaking video will come in 2016.
New Year's 2016.
And that's probably going to still be before the next Officium episode drops.
That's true. That is true. Don't worry, Andy. The next Officium is just all you.
Hey, there we go.
It's just all
I've
you.
been wanting to explore the mythos of my character.
What brought him to that computer screen?
Right.
Why does he have that Marvel poster in the background? I'll work on it.
But yeah, definitely. But you know, when you're talking about doing videos to try to branch out, we at Triple Threat Products, we do that. We really try to do that with every video that we put out for the most part, because we have videos that, like, we call in our we say they're in our, like, TTP universe, and those are the ones that you see where you know, Joel's always the crazy one, I'm always the aggravating one, and Adrian's kind of the peacekeeper or the, you know, whatever. Mm-hmm. And we do videos like that because that's, like I was saying, the comfort zone. That's the ones that people that have been with us for a while, they're used to. They like seeing those. They know the type of characters that we are. But, you know, usually we say, like, you know, when we come up with an idea, we're like, is this video going to be able to get new viewers? Are people going to be able to watch this video and not be confused because they don't know who we are as characters? Mm-hmm. But, you know, I will say, as much as we do try to do that, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, as much as we do try to do that, when we come back to the comfort zone videos where we are playing the same characters from our universe that we've created, they are probably the most fun videos that we've ever done. A good example is the one that we did with where Josiah came back from the military.
Oh, that was hilarious.
And beat the shit out of all of us. Yeah,
that was hilarious.
That video probably has, I haven't checked it in a while, but I think it's only got like 300 and some views. Like, not many people watched it, but that is and probably will always be my absolute favorite video that we've ever done, because it's us. I mean, even at the end of the video, we even say, what a crazy universe we've invented for ourselves. And that's it. That's what TTP is all about. In the end of that video is this crazy universe where, we've pushed, you've seen Josiah in videos before where he's just been this mousy little guy who, is we're either getting beat up by us constantly or having to serve us drinks from my shower.
I remember.
And we've pushed him to the limit where he's gonna, come back and take revenge. And Joel's still the crazy guy. Adrian's still the tough guy. I'm still the aggravated guy. And then we've got this monkey that's possessed by the devil. And it's like, wow. I love this universe we've created, and even if nobody ever watches it, we had a blast doing it, and that's all that matters.
Exactly. And I guess same for us too. And our universe is not even the live action ones, because there's kind of like a universe in there. Maybe more so in the Christmas one, because both of those are connected and blah blah blah. But in the parody, those are definitely universes. Because in our own little Marvel universe, it's just all fucked up and crazy. And our own Power Ranger universe is all messed up and crazy. And I was very proud when I finished that Juggernaut trilogy and tied it all up together and whatever. Those are my babies. But ever since, because I decided to put a little, J4 at the end, I can't get that out of my freaking every damn time. What's J4? But I feel where you're coming at. What would it be in my video? In our videos, I'm always I guess like you, always the frustrated one. LP's always the crazy one. Scooby's always the laid back but crazy one. Randy's Randy.
Yeah, Randy doesn't get a label. He's just Randy.
He's just Randy. That is his label. Just Randy. Man, how do you come? What is the freaking process of you coming up with your videos? Because I'm always amazed. Like, your videos are so simple to me. They're like so simple, and I get mad. It's like, man, why didn't we think of that? They're just so simple. They're like ordinary things, and you make a whole video out of it.
Typically, that's just it. They are ordinary things. Like I said, me and Adrian and Joel we've been best friends since we were 5 years old. We're, as close as anybody can possibly be. And a lot of the videos that you see us do, a lot of the skits that you see us do are stuff that has probably actually happened, or a variation of it has actually happened at one point. And a lot of times we're like, you know what, that would actually be pretty hilarious if we put it in a video. And, if a lot of times we'll shoot out ideas to each other, and if one of us, if we like it enough, then a script will get written, and then we'll, bring it to life. A good example, we did that video where Josiah says the word ginger in front of Adrian.
Yeah. And
Adrian goes off on him because he basically thinks that he's saying the N-word by saying ginger. That actually happened. That actually happened the very first time Adrian and Josiah met. Josiah happened to say the word ginger, and Adrian went off on him, messing with him, obviously. But Josie didn't know that. He didn't know Adrian at that point. And they were telling me about it, and we were like, we said, we got to make that a video. That's perfect. Like that could absolutely be a TTP video. And so stuff like that, just randomly, when if it happens in real life, we're like, hey, can we turn this into a video? And luckily, sometimes we're lucky enough that we can.
And do it very well. For us, it's so outside the box that it's hard for us to make it into a video, or it's funny to us at that moment, and then we have no way to make it into a video.
There are some videos of you guys that I would absolutely love to know how they came about. Like one of the videos I love of y'all's is the one where LP is Sergeant Steely, and you guys do the Grindhouse thing, and that's awesome. But then at the end, you break into that song out of nowhere, Crazy LP, which I just love. And I was like, what in God's name were they thinking to come up with this video?
That literally was just random thoughts. First, it was like this, all right? Because LP had his little bunch of crew that, from high school that he wanted to do videos. That's basically how I met him. I mean, he was doing videos for his class in high school, and I helped him make those videos. I helped him fucking pass high school. So he borrows my camera, whatever, for that weekend or some shit. He ends up doing Sergeant Steely, and that was just like out of the blue. He just did it. He was like, okay, do this, blah, 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 blah. So it was like all over the place. Then he showed it to me. He was like, yeah, I did this. I don't know what to do. And I'm watching some of the stuff we recorded, and I was like, how about you're trying to show me this video? And at the end, I'm like, nah, whatever. But then somewhere along that conversation, it was about, I would just, I put all my Matrix stuff all around me, and I look like Neo, because everybody knows I like Matrix, so we'll just play off of that. And it's like you're trying to pitch this to me. And I said, this looks kind of Groundhouse-y, so let's make it a Groundhouse kind of thing. And we joked about naming them different names. I left that up to Randy, because he was doing the voiceover. He gave them some funny-ass names. And then we just kept, when me and LP talk, we just keep going and just random shit, and LP's mind is so funny and random. So at one point, that's when the whole, so what do you think? And, ha 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 ha. And then me with maracas, because that came out of nowhere. I think it was just there. And I was like, yeah, let me just do this in one shot. And then he shoots me. And then I came up with the idea of Crazy LP. I don't remember exactly how, but just know that it was like, all right, let's do this, let's do that, let's do this. It'd be funny if this happens, and then this. And I was like, I think it was that day that we decided that we shot that scene of the whole, let me show you this, blah, 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 blah. I was like, he joked about it. He was like, haha, no, and then shoot me. I was like, do that. You shoot me, and then you walk away, and we'll put I don't know if I had the song ready or not. I don't think so.
Well, whatever wizardry came together to make that video, it was worth it, because that shit is hysterical.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember right now. Like, did I really come up with that? Because he made that face. You know that face after he killed me?
Yeah.
Gangster pose. And I just wanted, I think probably I saw a movie or something that had that Nickelback at the end, ding, ding, ding. Maybe it was The Condemned. I don't remember. But something connected it. I was like, all right, this would be funny if this happens, and then it's just this fucking epic-ass damn song that comes out. And I think we just shot, I think that's how it was. We just shot these scenes, and then I cut them together, and I started singing the song to that. Like, I think randomly that song just happened that day. I was like, hey, how about I put this? And they'd be like, crazy. And I just came up with the lyrics as it goes down. Probably.
Nice.
I don't know, Andy, but it was magical.
Right.
For the most part, every video we do, something randomly just happened. Like in Officium Part 2, that what if scene, that just happened on that day that we were filming right there in that parking lot.
That was brilliant, by the way. Like, I'm glad that just happened, because that was brilliant. I mean, I remember when you sent me the footage, so I could use, so I could film my part, and seeing that, I was like, oh my God, this is amazing. He's like, what is it? He says, he pops up behind the guy, he's like, April Fools. And snaps the guy's neck. I mean, that was, and you come running in with a hunchback ball. Oh, it's just great. And it's just, I think another thing that going back to us being angry and whatnot. I think another thing that people need to realize too is that because we're not because we don't do this for money and because we're not getting paid to put videos up, a lot of the stuff we do is for ourselves. Like and if it's something we like, we put it out there in the hopes that you are going to like it. And, a lot of times you guys do and sometimes you guys don't. But either way, we wouldn't have made it if we didn't have fun doing it.
Yeah. If it didn't
Adrian,
crack us up, we wouldn't bother doing it.
Exactly. I had an idea, and I can't say what it is because we actually may do it. But I had an idea for a video the other day. And I called up Adrian and I told him, I said, this is my idea for a video. I said, I guarantee you it's going to take a lot of work for us to do it. It's in no way, shape, or form going to get us new viewers. It's probably only going to get like maybe 200 views from like our diehard fans. But you look me in the eye and you tell me that we would not have a blast making this video. And he was like, he told me, he's like, I want to do this video more than you will ever know. So it's like, even if it gets 3 views and those 3 views are from us, it's something we want to do just because it would be fun.
That's what matters.
Yep.
I don't know how the last 2 videos that we put a lot of work into were that Power Ranger. They were like Cholo Rangers.
Oh, yeah.
And,
that was great too, by the way.
And the Everest College. And we did those in one day.
Right.
And a lot of it is credit to LP because he's the one who comes up with the craziest fucking ideas. And that Everest stuff was all really him. And it was really gonna be him playing the part, but I was like, no, let it be me for once, because I don't get to play those characters. I would have been the character like on the TV, like what the fuck's going on here, and he done that thing, but it ended up that it was me, and I got to really have fun with it. And the Power Ranger one, that too just like escalated. I don't remember that came from us talking with some other friends, and we joked because I just had the dragon dagger, and I was like, wouldn't it be funny some guy tried to rob someone and then he pulled out the dragon dagger and the fucking dragons are come out like, oh shit. But then it just escalated, and on that day, that's when they became like this freaking cholos and shit. On that day,
that's
LP decided to talk like that.
Right. That's exactly how it happens too. Like that's the exact same thing that goes through with us. It's just it's either happened before or it's just some random idea that someone says, and then you're like, hey, let's keep going with this and see where it goes. And usually it'll land in a video.
Yeah, it random as shit. Jello was created just because Randy said big ups. He was singing a song. It was just big ups, and I said to Christian Slater, and he was cracking up. That alone, that little moment alone, triggered Jello. The process after that, I don't remember, but it segued some way into freaking Jello. No, because he was singing that song, the original song of Jello. And I said to Christian Slater, and after that, that sparked that whole process of the Jello song.
Yep.
You wouldn't think
timelines that we did. Timelines. I was actually singing Blurred Lines in the shower. After, you like that image?
I love
it. And after had just watched an episode, the Blink episode of Doctor Who, and it just in my head popped Wibbly Wobbly Timey Wimey, and based off of that line, Timelines came right after it. So it's just funny how those things happen.
And it's freaking awesome. And you know what? We gotta have one of these Overtime with Naz and talk about Doctor Who.
Yes, we do.
And lose all my viewers because nobody watches Doctor Who.
Well, you don't need those viewers anyway if they're not watching the Doctor.
Sadly,
Gorilla Joe, I'm talking to you.
Yeah, basically to him. But sadly, we run out of time once again. So I'd like to give a big thanks for Andy. Andy, say thank you or whatever you want to say.
Thank you so much for having me. Anytime. It's always a pleasure to be here. This again. I'm Vince McMahon, damn it.
But no, Andy, thank you for driving by and talking and fucking feeling the frustrations of us YouTubers are feeling. Definitely check them out on YouTube, Triple Threat Products. That simple. You just type that in and you'll find it. I know, because that's how I find him all the time. And instead of going through my unsubscribed, and you know where to find me if you're here, whatever. But thank you for joining me, and thank you guys for listening in. Until next time, this is Nas Stampede, Nostradamus, and you just clocked in some overtime.